Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another episode here on African Confessions. The following story that you're going to be listening to, it comes from a translation of a message that I received, and the translation of that message reads like this. Hello, Brother Nanshi, how are you? Can you please post my own story as anonymous? I am a young South African woman who is aged 35 years old, and I have two daughters from two different fathers because of a lot of things that has happened in my life. So as for my first daughter, I do love her a lot, and I want to shield her from all the dangers of this world. But the way that she came, it was through rape. I had been sent to buy something at the shop. That was when one of this other boy that I was dating told me that he wanted me to go with him to his other friend's house. So since it was not very far, I then agreed to go with him. We went indoors, and I saw that the other boy's parents, they were not at home. They were busy watching a lot of movies. Let me just say that it was just a porn videos that they were watching, those old DVDs that we used to watch when we were growing up. So I was there feeling weird, and then he started touching me. When I tried to leave, one of the boy had already locked the door, and then they dragged me into another room. So my boyfriend was the first one to sleep with me, and after that was when his other friends came. The way that they raped me, they only used one condom. That was all that I had. You know what they were using as lubrication? They were using the fish oil that you can get from Archer. That is what they were using to lubricate that condom. So they had drank these pills that made their manhoods to be very erect. So for me, it was not an easy thing. They kept on repeating this rape over and over again until that only single condom that they were using over and over again was burst. That is how I fell pregnant. So I honestly do not know who made me to fall pregnant the first time around. After that was when I fell for another man who was taking care of me when I was in college. This man, he promised, and it was like he was about to give me the entire world. He was paying fees for me, feeding me, buying phones for me. And then that was when I discovered that I was pregnant for him. I told him that this was the situation. I had fallen pregnant. And this man, he then turned his back on me, and he told me that it was a big mistake. I should remove that pregnancy. I tried. Oh God, I tried. Maybe that is why God is punishing me, that I attempted to have an abortion. I went to these other Nigerians that I knew in town that were doing illegal abortions. When I went there, they gave me some pills, but the baby could not even come out. One of the men even had this other weird tool that they made me to sleep on top of the table, opened up my legs. He inserted that thing, claiming that it was going to open my womb. Oh, how painful it was. But still, the baby did not even come out. I was even scared throughout my entire pregnancy, thinking that maybe everything that I had done had damaged the baby. But my daughter came out okay, no problems at all. Maybe that is why God is punishing me. So fast forward, I kept on experiencing all of this bad luck until I turned to a prophet for help, a prophet who is more like one of our family members now, even though he does come from Zim. My mom completely trusts this man, but I feel as if this man is just another predator who is looking to just sleep with me. So I have been stuck in a cycle of bad luck, relationships breaking down, always seeing these black cats that do follow me. The moment that I start to date another man, there is always this black cat that will be following me around. So much weird that I once saw this black cat as it was following me inside a mall. How can a cat be inside a mall? But I saw that black cat when I was out on a date with a man who was just good, who seemed to be a family man. All of a sudden, when we were on that date, after this man had said that he wanted to go with me to Woolworth. He wanted to buy something for me, but he just changed. Later on, when he was at his place, that was when he sent me a message and he said that, I think you are a gold digger. I said, what do you mean when you say that I am a gold digger? He said that the fact that when we went to Woolworth, what you picked was so expensive. I was just testing you. I wanted to see what kind of a woman you are. My brother, I cried and I cried, for he was the one who even encouraged me to take the best of the clothes that he was showing to me. And all that I did was to pick up something that I thought was going to be nice on me. And yet this man, he ended up claiming that I was a gold digger. Okay, after that, that was when I went and I spoke with this prophet from Zim. And this man, I trusted him completely. I went to his house and I broke in front of him and his wife. I cried and I cried. This man then told me that there was a cleansing ritual that is supposed to be performed on me. So this cleansing ritual, he said that all the items that were needed were going to be around 4,000 rands, in which I can't afford all of that. He said, it is fine. If you cannot afford it, let me think about it. So he then texted me by the time that I had arrived back home. He then told me that it is fine. He can buy all the items for me. I then said, thank you, but you are not supposed to do that. The very next day, he called me to his place. Anyway, he's staying at my mother's house. He is the one who is looking after that place. When this man came to our country, he was not yet married. He got married when he came here. So he was just our gardener. After that, he then started doing other piece jobs in our street. Everyone now was relying on him, mowing their lawns and looking after their gardens. He then taught himself how to become a builder, a plumber, almost everything. He started working for the Indians, renovating their houses. He bought a car, and then he asked for my mom for permission to start his own white garment church at my mom's house, and my mom totally agreed. After that, then a lot of people started coming to our house and receiving all of these prayers. So I would go there at night because I did not want people to look at me weird. He would do some things that were like magic. He once took a chicken and then he started circling that chicken above my head. That chicken simply died, and at that time he told me that he had inserted all of the bad luck that was on me onto that chicken, but he said that there was a final cleansing ceremony that was supposed to take place, and since I did not have money, I was supposed to go back to his place. So I went to his place, Brother Nashi. When I went to his place, that was when I felt disgusted and betrayed at the things that he wanted me to do for him. He said that, do you know the story of Abraham? And I said, yes, I do. And then he said, are you willing to do the same sacrifice? And I said, yes, if there is any sacrifice that is necessary that has to be done, please let me perform that sacrifice. And he said, are you able to lay your body on the line? So I could not understand when he said that, can you lay your body on the line? I just said yes. He then said, since you have agreed, when are you willing to do this? And I said, willing to do what? He then said, in front of his wife. I felt so sorry for the wife, just imagining living with a man like that, just saying it with confidence. He said, sleeping with me, that is what is going to remove this spiritual bad luck that you have, and I'm going to harvest that bad luck, and then I am going to wash myself in the river. He's going to find a place where there is a waterfall, and at that waterfall, that is where he is going to cleanse himself. He even claims that he has the marine spirits from Zim that are going to help him to cleanse this bad luck. So this is the current situation that I am facing. I don't know if I am supposed to tell my mom about this or should I go ahead with this. There is another man that has been troubling me. I have been keeping him at a distance because I know that once we start to date, then this man is going to find me to be so disgusting. This man then says to me, if you want to get married, like even this year, before this end of this year, you are going to get married if you sleep with me. I am feeling so lost and alone. I don't know what to do. I don't know who to turn to anymore. I am terrified of what might happen if I refuse. This man has said that it is a common thing in his country, Zim, whereby if you have bad luck, if you sleep with a traditional healer, a pastor or a prophet, then the bad luck will be gone. Please assist me. dear listeners, right there was a message that was sent to me by one of our admin who helped us with this translation. Strange things indeed they do happen in this world. Can you just believe it?